He's been coined a musical genius and maybe even the king of Motown, but no one really knows the man behind the music until now. A stage play told through the eyes of Marvin Gaye's very own sister is happening in the capital city. Joining me now, Miss Zeola Gaye herself. Thank you so much for being here this morning. It's such an honor to be able to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Tell me about this play and what can people expect, because everyone knows Marvin Gaye, everyone knows his music, but we don't really know him, so to speak.
That's exactly what they're going to find out. You said it perfectly. They know his music, but they did not know Marvin once he came off the stage. My play deals with the family life growing up with Marvin. I deal with everything that went on in my household up until his demise. It's my life with my family,
Right.
with my brother, with my father, and my mother. And I'm sharing it with people, and I want them to come away with some closure.
That's what I was going to say. How was it for you putting this together? Because I'm imagining you had to relive a lot. And how was that? How was that process?
It was hard, but therapeutic also. It helped me to get closure, you know, because I've been sort of in denial for a long time. Sometimes I have to say he's away on tour,
Right.
you know, for a long time. Even though it's been 29 years, it's still like yesterday to me.
Wow.
And since I feel his spirit with me all the time, you know, sometimes I have to say, well, he's in Europe. He'll call, but of course I know that's not happening.
Do you think this will answer a lot of questions for fans out there of Marvin? This play will?
I believe so. I want to talk about addiction, what addiction can do to a family, because addiction ran in my family. My father was alcoholic, and he had a brain tumor also. Marvin was addicted to drugs, it's no secret. I want people to know that Marvin was not perfect. He wasn't a perfect. He had faults like
Right.
everybody else. And I was addicted to drugs, and thank God I was able to go into rehab and get clean. But it was after the fact, you
Wow.
know. So my play deals with all
Everything.
of that, yeah.
Talk about some of the characters that you've picked, especially the one that you picked to play Marvin. I mean, this is just someone from Detroit. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 3 Marvins. I have the younger Marvin, his Javier, and he's like the teenage Marvin. Then I have Tony Grant, who plays the Motown Marvin.
Gotcha.
And then I have Keith Washington, who plays the sexual healing Marvin. So, because Marvin has so many different sides to him, I needed 2 Marvins.
Wow.
And they are phenomenal. I have Clifton Powell, who plays my father, and he also directed the play. And then I have the wonderful Lynn Whitfield,
Yes.
who plays my mother, who does a fantastic. It's almost like, Janet, it's like my family spirit jumps into my actors,
Wow.
and they come off just like them. It really freaks me out. I'm sitting there and I say, wow,
You feel like you're
that's just like how
with
my
family.
father walked. Oh, that's just like my mother would have prayed. And you know, they do a fantastic job.
If Marvin was living today, what do you think he would still be doing? Do you think he'd still be doing music? What do you think he'd be doing if he was still living today?
I think he would still be doing music. If not music, he probably would have went all the way into the spiritual part, religious, you know, and make aspect of life, you know. Either or, you know, but I often wonder, what would he be doing? What would I be doing?
Yeah.
You know, because life totally changed for all of us.
Absolutely.
You know, when he left.
Really quick before we go, I just want to know, what is your most fondest memory of Marvin Gaye, of your brother?
I have so many. I would have to say Christmas time. He loved Christmas, and he was so funny because every gift he would open, and it was hard getting him things because he had everything.
Yeah.
And he would put it on. I don't care if he had a coat, robe, shoes.
Whatever it was.
And when he opened his gift, he would put it on. And by the time we all finished opening gifts, we're looking at him, and he's like,
Oh, he put it all on. Everything,
yeah, everything.
on.
He was so funny. He was so funny. He had such a great sense of humor.
Thank you so much for coming on this morning and
Thank
giving
you,
us a little
Janet.
piece of Marvin, because now he lives on through you. And thank you for doing this play to give all of his fans and everyone the real man behind the music.
The man behind the music.
Folks, you can go check out My Brother Marvin tonight. It's happening at the Township Auditorium at 8 Tickets are still on sale. Go check this play out. And there is much more Good Day Columbia when we come right back. Stay with us.